Sony are ceasing the production of physical media starting in 2028. So anything from the older generations of PlayStation that would be cool to port over but haven't been announced to release before 2028 just won't get a physical release. So no more GTA 4 remaster on disc, no more Final Fantasy 9 remake, Fallout New Vegas remake, God of War remake, Tools of Destruction remaster. There won't be anything left, let alone actually owning a disc to the sequel of a popular franchise. And you know those PS4 and 5 games you collected, which for some of us, we've been buying since 2013, well they're going to be fucking useless, since there's a high likelihood that there won't even be a disc drive for future consoles. And don't hold your breath for a PS6 disc drive attachment either. Sony didn't even bother releasing one for the PS5 until a whole 3 years later, by which point they'd already sold 47 million consoles. And given their strict stance and how unpopular physical media is, they wouldn't bother with an attachable disk drive on the PS6.
Now, good luck everybody else!
And Square Enix must be pissing themselves. They lost half of their pipeline. Do you know why this is happening though? Because I do. Money! Fair play, Sony. If you can just make a bit more money, I might just finally feel that trickle down economics. Like life's just tough out here. At least I can count on Sony to help me out.
Just doing my job.
At least we get to live the lives of these brain-dead Donnies that decided to buy those digital PS5s to save 90 quid and now spend 70 quid buying a 4-year-old game. And this is with a existing second-hand market. I just wonder how high these prices would go with no market for the PS6. I can't wait for that all-digital environment. I salute to all the employees out there that made this possible. But quick question to all the game collectors. Where does all this go after you die? Let's not lie to ourselves. You're not going to sell them later unless you want to just sell at a loss. And you could have just invested in stocks. You bought these games for the novelty, and I did too. But when does the spending end? There's always one more game you end up adding to the infinitely growing collection. Like it's getting to the point that I'm buying Ubisoft games just to fulfill the dopamine hit I get by purchasing a new game. So at least my goats, Sony, stepped in. I might finally find some peace. Wait a second. You see this kid?
What is your favorite block in Minecraft?
Well, that's me. Not literally, but in spirit. The future looks so bright. I would go to my Kex, buy a PS2 game for like 10 quid since I was a generation behind, and I'd be geeked out in the car, staring at my game cover, front to back, opening up the manual that came with it, but then be so fucking confused about where my new memory stick is. Like, Mum, it's meant to be there. Where is it? Well, that's over for the younger generation. At least they can look forward to getting handed a fucking gift card as a present. It was so convenient to buy something life-changing like Resident Evil 4 or Uncharted for chump change and hand it over as a gift to a little nephew. And you had to rely on the old games since this generation has been so shit. Like, what games did they even make?
Back home. But then it dawns on you that it's completely silent. No one is doing anything.
Back on the PS2, we had some planet-hopping gangsters, some village gangsters, a man versus Goliath, the fucking best hack and slash game of all time, or was it this one? And look at the PS3 lineup. Holy shit, man. And we had these games on the Play Bomberclat Station Bomberclat 4, you get me? But I've played F-all on the PS5 so far. So let's see what they have in store for the future of PlayStation. Oh shit, man, where do I go?
Don't wanna talk! Fine,
like, I don't know, do I follow the bum fumes trail? Like, fucking kill me. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave my whole ass on here. I can attack it, you know.
We don't need you, Runt. Never did.
Yeah, this guy looks like some fugly looking Neanderthal. But let's see what Santa Monica's cooking.
That creature.
Damn, this is dark.
You're different.
Yo, that's actually pretty cool. You can jump? Okay, gameplay wise, this potentially could be the best God of War game.
I miss the days when Kratos could actually double jump, but double jumping looks goofy and would take away from the seriousness of the game, so now Kratos can't double jump anymore.
He gets it. You just gotta look at Lofi.
Because I am brown and I am part of the inferior race.
What's going on at Xbox? We have Fallout 3 and New Vegas being remastered, and Fallout 5 was announced, and a game was announced with Obsidian. Okay, I'm not happy about that. But at least they're chilling on the MMO crap. And compared to Xbox, PlayStation look like they're taking it easy. But PlayStation, if you expect us to own our games digitally, do you know what I'm gonna do in fucking response? Huh? You prick? I guess I'll just you know what I mean? I think it's a fair shout to just go through my own backlog of physical games. And if I'm playing anything digitally, it's probably from my PS Plus subscription, since I can rely on my online library of hundreds of games instead of paying full price for a 4-year-old fucking game. Who fucking does that? Why did you do that? You did this, you pricks. As for other people, they might move to Steam, Xbox, Switch, Game Pass, GOG, the 7 Seas, Roblox, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, anime, shows, traveling, women, court.
Ted, shut up.
Fine.